Yo guys, what's going on? It's Vamp, and I'm gonna be going through my process of how I would escape North Korea if I was in North Korea. And I'm a GeoGuessr pro, so I have some geography knowledge. I'm pretty smart, you know. So let's get into it. Say I was from northeastern North Korea. I was, let's say, this town, Jeongdo. Basically, if you look on satellite here, you can see the houses. They're tightly packed together. Say I was living in this one right here. I probably don't have internet. Probably don't have much electricity going on. You know what I do have? A massive fucking brain. So first off, I'd wait till it's like pretty pitch black. There probably aren't many lights here. They're not really gonna see if I just wander over yonder. So I'd wait till it's pretty dark. I'd hop over my fence. I'd start army crawling. I'd make it to the woods. I'd live in the woods for about maybe 3 months. And I'm really smart, so I'm thinking cavemen. We evolved from cavemen, and we got electricity, so I could do the same thing. I could live here. I could gather some mats. I could build an axe, chop down trees, build my own little hut. And then, right when I have all my loot and I'm looted out, slowly make my way back. And basically, there's bound to be some sort of electricity near the train station, right? As there's light and other things. So I'd go in there, I'd have my axe with me, I'd army crawl all the way, I'd find some electricity, I'd just salvage all the shit I can get, take it back to the woods, right? Back in my house in the woods. I just start working with it for the next year. Start testing and trial and error stuff, If I fail, if I ruin the materials, I go right back. Get it again, go back, keep doing trial and error until I have a working phone. And then as I get a working phone and I make sure it sends signals, I'm going to all the way over to the border and then I start sending signals. Now, North Korea, the officials, they're kind of smart. So they're obviously going to see the phone signals from a rural area and recognize that someone has a phone. They have contraband, So they're going to go out to check it, and I use that as a decoy. I yonder over, make it here, bang. I jolt across the river because I'm an athlete too. I can swim, I can run. It's frozen, I can run across it. If it's not frozen, I can swim really fast. Michael Phelps. As they're looking over here, they don't even know I've escaped. Now I'm into China. I'll make it through the city here. Okay. As I get here, I will speak to a broker. I'd get a fake everything, fake ID, fake passport, fake name, fake life, and basically, as I have a fake life and everything, I'll fly to South Korea. Boom, I'm done. Say I was from Pyongyang. Got a little bit of stuff in Pyongyang. They have cars, a lot more common in Pyongyang than anything else. As you can see, they have some pretty nice hotels. I would realistically, let's say, I would purposely burn down my hotel or apartment that I was living in, house, so they wouldn't expect anything of it, and I can't let them find out that I burned the house down. I'd save what I need to make sure I don't go to jail, and then I would go to a hotel because I obviously don't have a house anymore, so being in a hotel makes sense. Now, as I'm in the hotel, I managed to secretly salvage all the goods out of the hotel room, and then I just go on a routine walk to rural Pyongyang, and I do what I would have done in the northern part. But this time, since I'm further away, I would make the phone. I would I'd make the phone. And then as I make the phone, I would sell it to another North Korean in replace of a boat. Because there are bound to be some fishermen in Pyongyang that would give me a boat. Shit, they probably hate this country. So getting a boat for a phone would probably be a great deal for the other person. I would use the boat, just go down the river, pretend I'm fishing because I'm a fisher. And basically I just go there. And then as soon as I get out, I'm on the fucking dash. I can, I'm just working on escaping as quick as possible. Bang. No one's gonna catch me because I'm so incognito. No one ever knew. And they're too focused on the phone signal they're getting from the other guy because I sabotaged them. Now we're going to southeastern. So as you can see, in this part, they got some nice beaches. These people have freedom, and they have an airport, even an international airport. So let's say I was living in Wonsan, I'd probably have a job as working on the port or something. This port. Now, since I'm working on the port and that's kind of like government related, I'd probably have, some rights, because not a lot of people have that. I'd be pretty smart, as you can tell. I'd be working in the port. I'd probably be somewhat close to the government. I'd probably have a boat. I'd, instead of using the boat, because that's what they'd think, I'd salvage the boat for parts. Since I'm working at the port, I'm probably rich. I might have a car. I'll just take a trip, down this highway. I just keep going down till I'm here in Kaesong. Now, the DMZ is pretty close to this area. Like, there's a lot of government activity here, where they place a brick on the gas pedal of a car. And it just drives through. Just keeps going. I'm outside the car by now. I've jumped out. They didn't see me jump out. The car's just going straight into the demilitarization zone, the DMZ for short. And basically, as they're distracted by the car, I run around, avoiding all the mines and shit. And basically, yeah, I get out because I use the car as a distraction. And once I'm in North or South Korean soil, I mean, they'll just take me in. I could take a few shots, I'm not that weak. Well, let's go northwestern North Korea. Okay, and this is probably one of the hardest parts, because you can't really get to anywhere huge relatively quick. You got this city, which is kind of big, but like it's also heavily filled with North Korean spies. I learned that from a YouTube video. There was a lot of North Korean spies. So it's also a very touristy place. So I feel like some tourists aren't really that friendly. They'd fucking snitch on me. So as you can see, you got the Chinese side, huge. North Korean side, not that huge. Well, we're here. Don't got much. Got a few buses. Now, personally, if I was here in this city, I'd probably be a little poor, because this seems like one of the poorer cities. Like if you look on satellite, kind of looks a little less impoverished. Now, so I'd be a little poorer. I'd try to, as we can see, we had buses. Like there's a lot of stuff here. And every North Korean city has buses probably. So I would hide under one of the buses, and as I'm under the bus, I have insane grip strength. So I'm just hanging on under the bus without like hitting the floor. They can't see me. And as I'm under, I'd start like slowly trying to rip off metal. As I rip off the metal, I'll slowly form it into like the shape of a knife, And then I'll be, fuck, I lost track. But it's okay, guys. I would never make a mistake like this in North Korea. So as I'd be shaping the metal into a knife, I'd probably have a few close friends in the city. They could probably get me close to like a police officer or a government official. And then as I'm close to them, shank his ass to death. I'd take his clothes, take his personality, take him. Yeah, I'd just fucking take his whole life, and then I'd pretend to be him. I could probably just sneak over the border, but now I'm in China. It's kind of hard. So from China, I'd probably secretly just start traveling throughout China. I feel like Mongolia would be too hard for me, so I'd go down the whole length of China. I'd probably stumble into a few close calls in like some biggish towns, but I'd probably ignore the huge cities like Shenyang, Jinzhou. Fuck, that was horrible pronunciation. Anyway, I'd just be going slowly down, down, down. Probably take me around 8 months to 2 years, and then I'd go through Laos. Laos is a lot of jungle, a lot of mountains. There's not a lot of people up in the north, so it'd probably be pretty easy to get to Thailand. But just in case I do have any problems, I'd probably be going down most highways, because they're probably just not going to stop every car to check if there's North Koreans. So I'd probably make it down to the highway around here, and border patrol would probably be a little tough. So I'd just hike through the mountains because the mountains aren't that big. If you go to terrain here, they're not huge. They're not like Himalayan sized mountains, but they're pretty big. So but I'm an athlete. I wouldn't struggle that much going through. And then basically, as I get into Thailand here, I just well, I'd get into Laos, avoid the border patrol, go down, go make my way again, hitchhiking probably, and then I'd make it to Laos and Thai border. This is where it gets a little tough because this border's a lot more protected, and yeah, Laos, if they find me, they'll just send me back to North Korea, and then I'd be dead. Thailand though, they would send me to South Korea, I think, or it was USA. Kind of forgot. Doesn't matter. I'd make it to Thailand, right? I'd just hike through these mountains again, as they are not that big, smaller than the ones before. And as I'm into Thailand, all I had to do, make it to a major city, turn myself in. They would send me to South Korea or USA. I forgot which one. And yeah, I'd be living a normal life outside of North Korea. Family's probably dead, but I'm alive. So, you know. Anyways, that's how I would escape North Korea as a GeoGuessr Pro player. Hope you guys enjoyed.